am Hannah Cruz at the Church Musician's Assistant. This is lesson 5, the final lesson, in the singing workshop for church choir members. I'm going to talk about diction in this lesson and how to put words with pitches so that people out in the audience can tell what you're saying, and you will, maintain good resonance and a relaxed body and good breath support and all of that stuff. Sometimes putting words into the equation can suddenly make us tense up and not know how to sing anymore. So we're going to try to demystify diction for you right now. You've got 5 vowels, right? A, E, I, O, and U. And these vowels can be broken down into about 2 sounds each. So A, you get ah or a. E is either E or A. I is either E or I. O is O or oo, and then U is oo or The secret to vowels is keeping the jaw out of the way. The jaw messes everything up. It gets tight and closes down and prevents us from having the most beautiful voices that we can and from speaking clearly in our singing. You can actually say all of those vowel sounds that I just demonstrated without moving the jaw at all. A, E, I, O. Now, even when I close my lips down a bit for the O and oo, I didn't have to move my jaw. So I'd like for you to try that, the A, E, I, O, oo thing, and don't hold. Place your fingers on your jaw just to make sure it's not moving. Let's try that. A, E, I, O. So when you're singing, remember, keep it open. Keep the resonance chamber expanded. Don't move the jaw. Let's talk about diphthongs now. Diphthongs are just combinations of vowel sounds. So in a lot of words, it's not one pure vowel sound, it's actually a mixture of 2. For example, in the word E-Y-E, I. In that vowel sound, there's actually 2. There's ah and e. I. So when you sing it, you have to sit on the first vowel sound until the very end of the word where you throw on that second syllable sound. Ah plus I. I. Let's take another word, for example, the word sound. There's that ow part of the word, so what do we do with that? Well, we can break it down into an ah sound, and then throw in an oo sound. Ah, oo. Sound. And when you throw on the oo real fast at the end of the word, it comes across to the listener as sound. I've given some examples of diphthongs with 2 vowel sounds, but there are also diphthongs with 3 and 4 sub-vowel sounds. Take, for example, the word your. This is a tricky word to sing, but when you realize what vowel sounds it breaks down to, it's much easier to sing. You can break this word down into 3 vowel sounds, E, oo, and The longest vowel sound is the oo. You slide through the E into the oo, and then at the very end you toss on the which is a replacement for R. You. Now I exaggerated that, but in context, you. it comes across as your. Another problem word is while. This one breaks down into 4 different vowel sounds. W, A, E, L. And the longest vowel sound here is the ah. While, while. So beware of diphthongs with 2 to 4 or more possibly vowel sounds. You'll be able to sing any word, no matter how complicated, if you can break it down into its pure vowel sounds. When it comes to consonants, your choir director, your music director is probably going to ask you for more consonants. That's because they are hard to hear out in the audience, and so we have to over-articulate them in order for them to come across in our singing. You should be aware of the different kinds of consonants and how these types of consonants are formed in our vocal cords and by our mouths. Some consonants are purely percussive. For example, the whispered explosives. These are consonants like P, P, or T, T, K, K, or CH, Ch. These are formed with the lips and with air, with a percussive quality. Whispered aspirated consonants are also fairly percussive, and they're created with air, like H or WH, H, Wh. Voice subvocals use a percussive aspect as well as a tuned aspect. So consonants like B or D or G, B, D, G. Then you get tuned consonants like V, TH, Z, V, Z, Z. Voiced semivowels like M, N, L, and R, M, N, L. And finally, whispered sustained consonants like F or TH, F. When your music director asks you for more of a consonant or less of a consonant, notice what kind of consonant it is. Is it one that's more percussive or one with more pitch to it, one that's sustained or one that's short? And this will help inform you as to how to sing better for your choir director. Now, what to do with R's? R's are such a pain. They constrict the mouth and cause everything to close down. That's no good. When an R is at the end of the word, for the most part, you're going to treat it like a UH sound, like an sound. Like if we were to sing the word measure, it would come across as measure. Measure. There's no need to put an R at the end. It will come across as measure to the listeners. ING or ENG, anything ending with an NG is a real pain as well. So what do we do with those? When we sing a word ending in NG, it turns out as a EHN sound. So the word marching would become marching. Try to reduce down to ah or n at the end when you have an R or an ing, so that you don't constrict your throat and your sound. All right, this has been the final lesson of the singing workshop. I hope that you've learned some stuff, you've gained some confidence, had some fun, and seen a growth in your sound and your abilities as a singer. I encourage you to keep learning and keep investigating, keep pushing yourself to get better as a singer so that you can contribute to the choir to the best of your ability, contribute to the music ministry of your church, and maybe inspire other people in your congregation to do the same, to join the choir, to become better singers and embrace their inner musician. Don't hesitate to email me at thechurchmusiciansassistant@gmail.com if you have any questions about any of this. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, sometime in the future when we meet again, I wish you the best and happy singing. Bye.